some of the things that we consider shadow that are pretty obvious are like addiction, sex addiction, some of those really extreme behaviors. But there's all kinds of really subtle things that we keep to ourselves. That being, for me, the greatest indicator that there is shadow in yourself or in your relationship. And something that I want to touch on is oftentimes these things are a family shadow. They're things that are generational, things that you might not even be aware of. So it's not like we're going to conquer all our shadow material, maybe ever even in this lifetime. I love inviting people to just be willing to look at it, to name it. That usually takes most of the charge out of it. It's by suppressing it, trying to hide it, again, being fake, trying to be lovable, that we really do ourselves a disservice in relationship. I can remember when I first got together with my husband, I said to him, here, we had a little summit. I said, I'm going to tell you what's most ugly about me. I'm not sure I can be monogamous. I never have been able to be, except for a very brief period of time. I have a lot of wounding in that area, and I'd like to heal it. When we talk about these things from heart and soul, and we really want to heal it, and we have a way of doing that, and we have a plan, we can heal these shadows. It's when we keep them secret and we keep feeding them, they become an addiction, and they're intensely destructive for most of us. So advice about shadow, face it, name it, talk about it, love it, find a healing modality. I named some of mine. I've got one part of me that I call hypervigilata. Seriously, we call her Vig for short. Because there's a whole team of people in my life who know who she is. She rears her head when she's tired. When she's got this little motif, it's like, if I don't do it, it doesn't get done. Do you know, these are parts of ourselves that if we don't speak, if we don't name, they start to run our lives. So shadows are really a great opportunity to just heal, be more whole. You know, Gestalt therapy talks about that we're born whole, but we fracture off, right? We fracture off because we're busy being externally referenced. The more internally referenced we are, the greater likely the more internally referenced we are, the greater likelihood we have to heal some of these shadows. We really are developing a self-practice, a self-care practice, a self-love practice of looking inside versus looking outside to see what ails us, right? And oftentimes we think the shadow is something out there. It's inside of us.